Peace. What it do, y'all? It's your brother, man, from the motherland, coming to you guys live from the NY, back with another one of that Repent or Die podcast. For those that don't know, I am Junes for the Bantu, by blood, not by converge. You know, I'm out here to splurge with the what? With the word. I want to give all praise and glory to the Father, Sunini Nanini, the great I am that I am. And yeah, I ain't gonna take too much of your time, or probably, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know. But you guys know that I come on these joints and I keep my foot on you heathens, he grows in the newly installed Hedonites next, you know that. But today I wanted to talk about something a little bit different, something that really hits close to home. I know a lot of you guys may not know, but I once before this truth, I lived the life of a Negro at the highest order. Was caught up into the streets, selling drugs, playing with, just doing the foolishness. And growing up, we had this belief that, as black people, being a gangster was the way to go, and that's how you got your brownie points. That's how you got your respect, is by being just a straight up troublemaker, right? So I had to title this right here. Before I even get into it, let me just give the title of this episode. It's titled "The Streets is a Myth." Everything that we heard and was told about the streets is a complete lie. It is a myth. I repeat, a myth. Right? Now, why I say that is, and I won't even say why I say that. Why am I even coming out with this, right? So today, I'm in my hood, you know what I'm saying? I'm in the neighborhood. I went to go do something for my mom's, and then, I went to go put some gas, and I'm riding through the hood, and then I seen this brother, and the brother looks so familiar, but I don't partake in the foolishness no more. But when I seen my brother and I seen his condition, I sat back and I'm in the car and I'm saying to myself, like, yo, like, this street life is really a dub. Like, it's really a myth. It's really not what people think it is. Like, it's just a lie. And then when I'm sitting back and while I'm driving, and you can see right in front of our face when you see somebody like the YSL and Tekashi 6ix9ine and all the other brothers that tattletales. What do all these dudes have in common? These dudes was playing the streets. And I was watching Blue Street the other day, and how Martin, got the diamond and all that. And when he came up, the dude had the gun to him, like, yo, you already know what time it is. 17 million split in 4 ways. You know I'm too greedy for that. You feel me? And it's like, we really believe that this streets is cut out, and being a so-called street nigga or real nigga only stems for those that was in the streets. And in reality, that is a lie. But the question that you got to ask is, why do these people force black people to be in this type of time? Because when you are in the streets, you get a 2-for-1 deal. Playing the streets gives society a 2-for-1 deal. What I mean by that? A 2-for-1 deal is, I clip you You get killed, you go to jail. You go to jail, you remain a failure. That's the 2-for-1 deal. That's what it is. And when I sit back and I look, and this is just for everybody that I know, majority of us are still dependent on our parents. Yes. Those that partook into this street life, whether you was in a gang, whether you was selling drugs, whether you was doing whatever, you always find yourself still dependent on your parent. And I come to the realization that the reason why is because the streets is a myth. We standing on codes and regulations that nobody follows. Yes, granted, shout out to all the brothers that really, really, held it down, never told, died with honor, do all that. But in reality, is there really honor into a streets that's a myth? Into something that's not as real as people think it is? Like I said, this joint is it's a myth. It's really a myth. It's really a fabrication or over exaggerated lifestyle or something to be a part of. Dudes really out here want to be gangsters. Dudes really out here want to be killers, want to be shooters, want to do drugs, sell drugs, and thinking that's the end all be all. When I watch these Chicago documentaries, these young boys that's dying, if you check about their lifestyle, all they doing is smoking, want to be rappers. Everybody now want to be a rapper. And we're going to have a conversation about that. One thing that, like how you got to go to school to be a doctor. Like if you want to be a doctor, you got to go to medical school. You can't just flat out come out and say, I'm a doctor. You got to have some level of training. That's the same thing we need to do when it comes to hip hop. Yeah. You young boys need to go to hip hop school. You need to learn the fundamentals. You need to know who the pioneers, who they was, what they were, what music they brought forth, what created your style. You guys need to do that in order for you to even get a record deal. And I know people is not gonna oblige by that. I know people's gonna be like, "Nah, we ain't doing that." But that's something that needs to be done like immediately, because a lot of you dudes are rapping, don't know what you rapping about, don't know how to put formats, writing formats together, don't know how to do absolutely nothing. The only thing you guys know how to do is say, and that's garbage. But anyway, I digress. Back to this street life, right? Why must we follow this pattern? What do we get out of going to jail, getting shot? Like, I'm still trying to figure out, like, what do we get out of this? Because when you sit back and you pay attention, the only people that suffers at the end is your loved ones. And to be a street nigga is to be a selfish nigga. I'm saying it. Why? Because you're not thinking about your parents. You're not thinking about your loved ones. You're not thinking about your children. You're literally just out here just wilding. Dudes be having firstborns, children, flat out newborns, and still wilding. I had a conversation with my son not too long ago. And I told him, I said, yo, listen, you being born changed my life, saved my life. Because trying to be out and playing this fugazi. Yeah, so you know how the devil do, man. Every time you trying to bring forth in wisdom and understanding to the people to better themselves, you always met with some foolishness, right? But like I said, man, the streets is a myth, man. For real. For real. Just seeing that brother really just had me in my feelings. Like really had to look back and say to myself, this could have been me. If I had allowed the streets and played the way we was taught to play it, I probably would have been dead. I probably would have been in jail. I could tell you numerous of times we riding around with the strap. I can tell you numerous of times where me and my son, we was over here plotting to go do this robbery. Like so much visual thoughts, memorable thoughts I can have in my mind of these foolish things that we really was out here doing. Like really. And I'm saying to myself, like, how have I allowed this wickedness to be a part of my life? And if it wasn't for my son, it would have been night. Facts. So this whole myth talk, gotta be a gangster and all of that joint is for the birds, man. Now, am I saying to just be soft? And no, I'm not saying that. You know, a man should know how to be a man, know how to defend himself, know how to protect himself, know how to, protect his family, provide, you know what I'm saying? And lead. That's a must. But when you look into these neighborhoods, you know what I'm saying, the ghetto, the neighborhood, the higher these dudes is in belief of this myth. Go to East New York right now. Dudes is really living that life like this is what it is. Go to Brownsville. Dudes is really living that life like this is what it is. I'm going to be a gangster. I'm going to be a big Crip. I'm going to be a big blood. I'm going to do whatever. See these rappers talking like, oh, we outside. I'm in the hood. And it's like they hold that with a badge of honor. And it's like there's no honor. There's no honor amongst thieves, man. There's no honor in this game. There's no honor in these streets. There's none of that. And we're living in a time where honor don't even matter. Respect don't even matter. It's about the following and the money. Dudes don't care that you are official tissue no more. Dudes don't care. 6ix9ine came home and he came home to 6 million views in a short period of time, in a day. I think that same day he had like 6 million views. 6 million people tuned in. Now, this is somebody that was proclaiming to live a street life, being a thoroughbred, and he told. Now, for whatever reason he told, that's on him. But I'm saying the streets is such a myth that there's no honor in this game. No honor amongst thieves. There's no honor amongst gangsters. There's no honor amongst black people. It's no honor. When you play this game, is kill or be killed. Facts. It's kill or be killed. And because of this myth in this street, we want to stand on this mythical oath that we must oblige by. Like the streets is in complete chaos for this dude Gunna for writing a statement and telling, and even in battle rap they got this battle dude Kid Sly, KD, whatever. I don't know, but he's catching flack for telling and all that, and it's like, and then I'm sitting back here and I'm like, but the streets is a myth. Dudes is saying things like this. And I'm going to give you what 6ix9ine said. 6ix9ine said, what I look like sitting in jail for this amount of time for a bunch of dudes that once I'm locked up, ain't nobody going to check for me. Ain't nobody going to make sure that my family, my children, I was out and dudes was trying to sleep with my shorty. And stuff, when you hear stuff like that, it's like, do we really want to partake in this? Is this really something I want to be a part of? Is this really a lifestyle that I want to say, yeah, man, this is what it is? Is it really? Is it really worth it? Should we even walk down that path? If I could change back the hands of time, R. Kelly voice, I probably would. I probably would have never be a part of the streets just because of the outcome and what I'm seeing. I would have been more engaged in school. I would have been more engaged in a trade. I would have been more engaged into doing something that's going to be beneficial for me and mine's long term. Everybody that I know play the streets, if they're not doing some level of street activity, these dudes are failures. Big time failures. And this myth that comes along with the streets is literally a hindrance upon black people, especially black men. And now black women is being sucked into the foolishness where women don't want to do nothing. Women now want to make the easy way. Let's make quick money. Women want to scam. Women want to smoke and chill and have unprotected sex and put children forth. And some women, you know, their children is their wake-up call to be humble, to take a legit life. And other women's is like, listen, that's not going to stop me. Let me give my child to my mother. Mommy, I got to go make some money and go do what they got to do. Women be having children and still strippers. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, these are the things that you got to talk about. This is what the streets has created, this street myth. This oath, this mythical oath that we must stand by. I still gotta stand by it. But I know one thing. I ain't never going back into the streets. I like being a civilian. The grass is greener. I like walking down the streets and don't have to look over my shoulders. I like being in certain neighborhoods and I don't gotta worry about somebody asking me what set you claim. What gang you a part of. Like, it feels good. It feels good. And, you know, I wear any color. That's just me. I don't know. But listen, I pay for it. I'm going to rock it. You're not going to tell me what to wear and what not wear. Excuse me? It's just not going to happen. Right? But this persona, want to be a tough guy and walk around and be this and do that, want to rap about guns and swinging the block. Let me tell you how much the streets is a myth. The streets is such a myth, right? Dudes would do all this foolishness. Dudes do all this foolishness, be certified killers, respected in the hood, feared in the hood, but get arrested by old policemen. These dudes don't even give a fight back. Some of these dudes know that they about to spend life in jail. But rather spend life in jail, you might as well go out with a bang. You cause this much chaos, you cause this much mayhem, you might as well go out with a bang and say bada bang, bada boom. Might as well. You feel me? This is the myth. Because we play these games, but in all reality, we really don't want no parts of that. We really just want to I don't know. And you know, when you trying to find yourself, find an identity, when you don't got no heritage, you're only gonna cleave on to the things that these heathens give you. These are heathens that's investing millions, billions, even trillions of dollars to your demise. They invest millions, a boatload full of money into your demise. They spending a boatload of money into at the time where everybody want to be seen. And that's another thing too. How you want to hold on to a mythical lifestyle and yet want to be seen? Dudes shooting videos, flashing 50,000 guns. Dudes out here scamming, showing money. Like these heathens is now watching. And they say, yo, pull up his name. Let me see how much money he got. Let me see what kind of job he do. Oh, it shows that he's not occupied. So chances are he's doing illegal activities. Let's keep an eye on him. Matter of fact, bring a unit to his house. Let's see how he's really living. Oh, he's driving a foreign. Oh, he's doing this. Oh, he's wearing jewelry. Oh, he likes to party. Oh, he likes to do this. Oh, yeah, let's do this. Let's go back. Let's go see the last 10 spots the last 10 spots he was located at. Let's go see who he's talking to. Let's tap in on his phone. You know, they don't even gotta put wires in your house. They could just easily just press a button and listen to anything. They show you this in all the spy movies. They got access to all of that. That's why your phones don't have batteries now. You can't even take out the battery. It's intentional. We want to hear, see everything. They can see you. They're looking at me right now. They looking at me right now. But it's because I'm walking with the Father Sunini, they can't bother me. The devil could only entice you to do wrong. He doesn't have the authority to take your life like that. He can lead you to the fire and make you and do things and tell you things to walk through it. But he can't flat out put you on fire. None of them can. That's why I be baffled when I see individuals took it upon themselves to take these medical foo-foos when I ain't even standing 10 toes down. Like, you can't make me do nothing, sir. Are you dumb or are you dumb? But these streets, man. There's no honor in these streets. There's no loyalty in these streets. There's no trust. There's no love. There's nothing. It's just a myth. It was just an oath that some niggas put together that the whole hood must stand by. Now, granted, there's just certain codes, and even in the scriptures, if you live in a wicked life, you must take all the consequences that come along. You reap what you sow. That we don't respect. That I would never respect. I won't respect you being a gangster, causing chaos, causing complete mayhem within your community, and then get caught up in a jam. And instead of taking it like a man, you rather take the stand. Come on, fam. See, when it all rhymes, it's because it's meant to go together. Are you dumb or are you dumb? That I don't support. I don't condone. But regular people or these young boys that's growing up, who's 12, who's just now being allowed to come off the porch, let me tell you something. This is for you. What you thinking that you're about to get yourself into, what you may think to be cool, is really not. What you think that is honor and real and that's how you're gonna be respected, you're really not. You're not only are you not respected, you're not even feared. You're not even feared. And I'm saying this in a space of somebody that was outside. You guys are not even feared. You guys are not even respected. You thinking you are because you are a shooter and you do this and you do that. Nobody still doesn't respect you. Because they don't respect you is why they so eager to check you out of this earth. Pause. Facts. You know, people is not respected the way that they think that they are. People is not honored the way that they think they are. Your mans and your peoples that's with you are only there with you because you're doing something that they can't see themselves doing. You're making money that they can't see themselves getting. It's the only reason. It's a myth. Lose all that money, see how fast the people is gonna disappear with it. Get locked up and see how many people is gonna check in, call you, put money on your books. See. Get killed and see how many people is gonna help pay for your funeral. Get killed and see how many people is going to support. How many people is going to support the expense. Go ahead. This is this street mythological lie that has been placed upon us that we as colored people are supposed to stand by and follow and own to that. I'm not. You do something wrong to me, I'm telling on you. Facts. I am a civilian now. I am not running out here trying to be no gangster. We could knuckle up. We definitely do that. I don't mind putting the gloves on. But as far as partaking in these so-called street activities, Dudes already know. Don't call me. I'm a father. I'm a father. I like my role. I like my position. I like waking up whenever I want, go outside whenever I want, make money when I want. You know what I'm saying? If I could be around anybody if I want. I could wake up to the Wiz. I could wake up to my children. I could do whatever I want. Free 99. You think I'm about to go jeopardize that for a mythical lifestyle that was put in our community by some Italian mobsters? Not nobody. Them not no mobster, brethren. You know, my name is not Sweeney. Okay, my name is not Fellanini. I'm not. That's not me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not part of no crime mob family. That's not me. And every single person that I know that was into these lifestyles, as far as imitating what these people are doing, are dead or in jail, or out here complete bums. That's why the streets got no more OGs. The OGs are where? Where are they? They are in jail, rotting. Dudes coming out 70 years old. You think that's the lifestyle that I'm looking for? You think that's the lifestyle I want my children to partake in? Are you dumb or are you dumb? We're not doing that. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We are not doing that. The streets is a myth. It's a myth. Listen, I'm not even mad at somebody like Troy Ave. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm mad at people like 6ix9ine. I'm mad at people like YSL. I'm mad at these individuals. Why I'm mad? Because this is something that they was glorifying. This is an energy that you're giving to these young youth that's growing up in these streets, listening to you guys, hearing you guys bring this forth, having these young people believing that this is the way to be. To watch their role models be caught in the same situation that they rapping about and pointing fingers, writing statements, that I don't respect. That is a dub. But the message that I'm giving to all you young bucks growing up, and even those that's, in the streets now and didn't get caught up, understand that this is a dub. Understand that what they telling you is not what it is. And you don't need to be dealing with that. You don't need to be dealing with that. I'm telling you guys the truth. You guys don't need to be dealing with that. You guys need to be as free as a bird. You don't have to be this selfish. Focus on your family. Focus on your children. Focus on your loved ones. Focus on trying to be great. You feel me? I told my son that today. You got to focus on trying to be great. You have us colored people, colored men especially. We have so much potential. We got so much to give to the world, but we get sidetracked because of this street myth that we want to partake in, this street mythical oath that we want to partake in. That's literally leading us to jail, leading us to hell. Literally. There's no honor in this. There's no honor. So why should I then take it upon myself to partake and be a part of something that's just not real? It's not real. It's a myth. It's a mythical lie. If I show you the definition of a myth, it goes in belief in religion. You know what I'm saying? Belief in religion and street and social culture. Social culture perspective. So whatever your culture provided you, you must stand on that. Listen, I don't want no parts of this black culture. This African American culture, I don't want no parts of it because it's just a copy and paste of Europeanism. And like I said, this mobster and gangster, that's what they was doing. They came from Europe with that energy and mentality, and they made their way into a hood. Now we want to carry on tradition of something that's never was part of us. God never created us to be these savages that we are now. These savages that we are now come from these people feeding you this lie, making you believe and standing true to an oath, and put rappers to proclaim it. They're getting paid to deceive you and lead you astray. They're not, these rappers are not doing this. They're not fighting the power. They try to switch the narrative from standing for what's right to standing on and being the person that breaks everything, that doesn't want to do right. Yo, you what? Yo, man, we some gangsters, man. Ride around with the strap. I got a chopper. I'm about to send somebody to the doctor. This is what we doing. And these heathens that created you to do that, sit back and collect. When I was young, and I used to be driving, when I just first started driving, I remember I had my first car, and I'm driving, and I'm blasting music. Every time I got to the white neighborhoods, yo, these heathens used to put up their window, and I'm like, man, part of my language, I'm like, man, you too. I'm like, man, I was like, man, hold on. There we go. I was like, man, you too. Are you? I'll put my in your. That was me. You know what I'm saying? But now I get it. Because in their mind, it's like, oh, who wants to hear about death and tragedy and murder and bragging? This is what hip hop is. Death, murder, bragging, who they slapping. That's all it is. There's nothing peaceful that comes out of hip hop no more. Nobody don't listen. Nobody go through a bad day, go through a situation and listen to and try to listen to music. Like, you're not gonna get comfort. If you want to get wild up and turned up and just bug out, you put on rap music. You want to make love, you go to R&B, old R&B, not today's R&B. Trash. It's just a watered down version of hip hop. Trash. But when you want that subtle and you want that peace, dudes is still listening to Stevie Wonder, still listening to, Aretha Franklin. Like, you gotta get that type of music from, like dudes put on jazz. Hip hop don't give you that, because hip hop is deaf music. And I might just do a podcast about that. Hip hop being deaf music. But anyway, man. Hip hop, you hear me? The streets is a myth. For you young boys, man, that's coming off the porch, that's watching these dudes that's in these streets, whether it's on TV, whether it's in your neighborhood, don't take that route. It's trash. Those dudes that you're seeing and you looking up to, them dudes will be dead or in jail in the next few years. This is a promise. The streets is 1,000 facts. But it's your brother, man, from the motherland. I came to you guys live. Continue supporting. Share this. My apologies for the breakage. Every time you come forth, the devil want to stop your broadcast, but I got it up and running. I'm happy that the live was able to continue. Might be a lag, but it's here. And continue supporting, man. Repent or die. All the links is in the description. You know where to find me. Know where to follow. Stay tuned. This is just the beginning of many. All right? And before I go, let me give it to you guys one more again. I am Mr. Keep My Foot on You heathens, you he-grows, and the newly installed Heathenites next. Are you dumb? Or are you dumb? I'ma holler at you. One.